What if I told you that the biggest battle you will ever fight isn't against another person? It's not against your boss, your competition, or even the circumstances life throws at you. The biggest battle, the one that will determine your future, is against yourself. Right now, there are two versions of you. There's the version that makes excuses, that settles for comfort, that repeats the same patterns over and over again. And then there's the version of you that is disciplined, unstoppable, and hungry for growth. The only question is, which one will win? Every single morning when you wake up, that battle begins again. It's easy to blame outside forces, to say life isn't fair, to convince yourself that your past, your surroundings, or your struggles are the reason you aren't where you want to be. But the truth is, it's never been about those things. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is you, not your circumstances, not your upbringing, not what people said about you, just you. So right now, I need you to stop and ask yourself, who am I choosing to be today? The person who lets their weaknesses define them, or the person who refuses to be controlled by fear, doubt, or excuses? Because this is your fight, and there's no one else in the ring. The hardest battles in life are the ones no one else sees, the ones that happen when you're alone, when no one is watching, when you could easily take the easy way out and no one would ever know. It's in those moments that you define who you really are. This fight isn't about proving anything to the world. It's about proving it to yourself. Every time you wake up and look in the mirror, you're face to face with your greatest competition. The version of you that wants to stay in bed a little longer. The version that wants to skip the hard work, take shortcuts, and stay comfortable. But here's the thing. Comfort is a liar. Comfort will tell you that you're fine where you are. Comfort will whisper that you can start tomorrow, that one more day of waiting won't make a difference. But comfort is the graveyard of progress. It's where dreams go to die. You don't need permission to be great. You don't need someone to come and save you. You just need to make a decision, right here, right now, that you will no longer be controlled by the old version of you. The person you were yesterday is familiar, but familiarity won't help you grow. The person you were yesterday is comfortable, but comfort won't take you to the next level. And if you aren't growing, you're staying the same. And staying the same is just another way of falling behind. So, I need you to make a choice. Not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Are you going to keep losing to the old version of you? Or are you going to rise up and take control? Let's get one thing straight. Motivation will fail you. You will not always feel like doing what needs to be done. And if you rely on motivation to get you through, you will fail every single time. There will be days when you wake up tired, days when you feel discouraged, days when the old you whispers in your ear, telling you to take a break, to slow down, to give in. And on those days, you will have two choices: give in to your feelings or rely on discipline. Discipline means showing up when you don't feel like it. It means doing the work when no one is watching, when no one is clapping for you, when no one even cares. It means sticking to the plan, even when your emotions tell you otherwise. The greatest athletes, the most successful entrepreneurs, the highest achievers in any field, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. They've trained themselves to push through when it's hard, to keep going when it's uncomfortable, to do what needs to be done, regardless of how they feel. Because here's the truth. The days that matter the most are the days you want to quit, the days you feel weak, tired, frustrated. Those are the days that separate winners from losers. If you can show up when you don't feel like it, if you can push through when every part of you wants to stop, then you will break through every limitation holding you back. Too many people think transformation happens overnight. They wait for a big breakthrough, a sudden spark of motivation that will change everything. But the truth is, success isn't built on massive moments. It's built on small wins, repeated consistently. Every rep you do in the gym, every page you read, every disciplined choice you make, it all adds up. One good decision today leads to another tomorrow, and before you know it, you've built momentum. That's how real change happens. Not in a single day, but in the accumulation of daily victories. Most people run from pain. They avoid discomfort. They see struggle as a reason to stop. But what if I told you that pain is the very thing that will set you free? Think about every great achievement in history. It was born from struggle. Strength comes from resistance. Growth comes from discomfort. The fire that's burning inside you, it only gets stronger when it's tested. Every setback, every failure, every moment of doubt is fuel. You can either let it break you or let it build you. The choice is yours. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts forever. Everything you want to be, everything you dream of achieving, it already exists inside of you. You don't need to find it somewhere else. You don't need permission. You just need to unlock it. There is a version of you that is stronger, smarter, more disciplined, and completely unstoppable. And every time you make the right choice, every time you push through, every time you refuse to quit, you are stepping into that version of yourself. So, stop looking at your goals as something that's far away. Stop thinking that success is for other people. The future, you, the one who has already won this fight, is waiting for you to catch up. The only thing left to do is to step up and meet them. At the end of the day, there's only one question that matters. Who are you going to be? When the excuses pile up, when the challenges feel overwhelming, when the struggle feels never-ending, what will you choose? Will you be the person who gives in, who stays the same, who lets their potential go to waste? Or will you be the person who rises up, who fights for their future, who refuses to be held back by fear and doubt? No one is going to do this for you. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you the life you want on a silver platter. You either take control or you let life control you. You versus you. That's the fight. And it's a fight that never ends. Every day you have to wake up and choose the new you over the old you. Some days you'll win, some days you'll lose. But as long as you keep showing up, as long as you refuse to quit, you will eventually become unstoppable. So make your decision right now. Are you going to let the old you win, or are you going to step up, put in the work, and become the person you were meant to be? The choice is yours. Now, go win the fight.